Welcome to In Focus. Welcome to In Focus with Silvana Pavlovska. This YouTube program is broadcast from Melbourne, Australia, and I am an independent journalist. Yesterday, we received an opinion from a member of our Macedonian community here in Australia. And I would like to share that opinion with you. The opinion is in English, therefore, supposedly it will reach as wide an audience of this broadcast as it's possible. I welcome your comments. I welcome your questions. Please do so by responding. And I am hoping that this opinion piece will create not only an awareness about the current situation that is going on in Australia in respect to the issue that I will be sharing with you, but it will also encourage people to take certain action in relation to the matters that I'm going to present to you. The opinion piece is by Mr. Ordan Andreevski. Mr. Ordan Andreevski lives in Melbourne, Australia, and he's been an active member of the Macedonian community in various capacities over the many years and contributed enormously. He's taken the time to write this piece, which has been publicly available via the onlineopinion.com.au. And to my knowledge, no one else has been able to bring this to the attention of the public as is now with this program In Focus with Silvana Pavlovska. So welcome again, and the title of this piece is New Despotism in Liberal Democracies. New Despotism in Liberal Democracies, a piece by Ordan Andreevski. New despotism has emerged as a real challenge in liberal democracies such as the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and the European Union and Macedonia. Prominent democracy researchers like Professors John Keane and Damien Kingsbury have written extensively on this subject in recent times. It is a process where arrogant elites assume they know better than the citizens that elected them. It involves abuse of democracy, institutions and processes using propaganda and other means of obfuscation and control. Evidence of this can be found in the process called democratic backsliding, expressed through increased autocracy, populism, personification of power, the constant growth of the security state, decline of free speech and human rights. The outing coalition government in Macedonia fits neatly into the new despotism model. It did not win the election in 2017 in the Republic of Macedonia. It came to power through Machiavellian deals with extremist Albanian parties under the guidance of reckless and unelected US and the EU elites. The current outgoing Prime Minister, Kovačevski, is not elected as a member of parliament, but a political appointee. Due to the United States and the European Union interference, the Republic of Macedonia is effectively split between cultures, with the vast majority of Macedonians and the 10% of Albanians. Government policy and geopolitical agendas are set by unelected US, EU, and NATO power brokers. The coalition government is committed to denying Macedonia's identity, history, culture, and human rights. The government illegally changed the name of the country to appease denialists in Athens, Washington, D.C., and Brussels without the signature of the President of the Republic, Dr. Ivanov. The Macedonian diaspora strongly rejected the change of name and all the disasters that came with it. Macedonians are proud ancestors of the ancient Macedonian kingdom that easily conquered the city of statelets like Athens, that stood in its way to conquer the real superpower at the time, the Persian Empire, and to reach as far as Afghanistan and India. The Prespa Agreement, or PA as it's referred, was illegally signed by the foreign ministers of Macedonia and Greece. The PA is not ratified by the Greek parliament. It was also rejected by the Macedonian electorate in the referendum in 2018 and by the Macedonian diaspora. The PA has been criticized by international law experts like Dr. Igor Yanev and others. According to President Ivanov, the current coalition government of Macedonia was paid a bribe of 100 million euros for the crime. The Prespa Agreement has a devastating impact on Macedonians who reject being called North Macedonia. The Macedonian citizens are not prepared to give up on their unique identity, language, culture, and human rights to appease denialists anywhere. Macedonian citizens currently are forced to change their passports, driver's licenses, and ID cards to appease denialists and new despots in Macedonia and the European Union, says Mr. Ordan Andreevski. The forthcoming parliamentary and presidential elections in 2024 in Macedonia offer hope to Macedonian voters and to democracy in Europe, where new despots with woke agendas from the EU have undermined democracy and human rights. It is a time to hold to account the coalition government of Macedonia, both politically and legally. It is a great opportunity to explore new ethical and sustainable options beyond the EU and Atlantic integration quagmire. Macedonia has positive and significant experience in following a non-aligned agenda, especially when it was part of the Yugoslav Federation. In 2024, Macedonia has the option of becoming part of the BRICS Plus, which offers a new development and security architecture. Staying as a third-rate member of the unipolar world disorder is not acceptable or sustainable given the growing decline of Anglo-American hegemonic empire. The Macedonian diaspora can play a positive and significant role in navigating Macedonian democracy to a better future. It has the vision and the networks to connect Macedonia to the multipolar world. New despotism is a real threat to liberal and emerging democracies. The best defense is to educate and mobilize the citizen diaspora networks to collaborate for collective impact with domestic and international stakeholders. In particular, to mobilize or be mobile for the forthcoming parliamentary and presidential elections in the Republic of Macedonia. Macedonia can work in partnership with the Australian Parliament and the diaspora to identify real policy solutions that will make a positive economic, social, and environmental impact. Australia must change its policy towards Macedonia in accordance with the democratic wishes of the Macedonian people and its diaspora. Australia must change its policy towards Macedonia in accordance with their wishes. It must stop referring to it as North Macedonia just to appease redneck denialists in Athens, Brussels, London, and Washington, D.C. Australia has a duty to care for smaller countries like Macedonia and Palestine that have suffered from colonialism and neo-colonialism, racism, apartheid, and new despotism. This is the English version of the opinion expressed by Ordan Andreevski, a prominent member of the Macedonian Australian community in Australia. We thank Ordan for this contribution to our In Focus with Silvana Pavlovska program, and welcome your comments and your opinions as well. The Macedonian version of this very text will be provided to you in a separate video. It will most likely be a live video such as this one. So thank you for being part of this program, for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you shortly. Bye for now.